And then, what do you get out of, having, eating out for dinner all the time? You get nothing out of that. You get no investment out of that. So it's like you have to convince them to find areas where they can cut or go get another job or, an extra job, get a side job, a side hustle. I know people who buy and sell things on Facebook Marketplace and make a few grand a month. I have a friend who makes several $1,000s every month. He's really fascinated by cameras and camera equipment, and he buys and sells that stuff and makes a couple $1,000s every month just buying stuff that's underpriced and reselling it at what's a fair price. So, I mean, there's lots of ways you can make a couple hundred extra bucks a month. But with your particular customer, Natalia, what I would always look for is this, right? The USDA eligibility. And then the other problem is I don't have a down payment. So my question is, how much do you currently have saved up? I say to them, we are happy to work with you on that situation. And then I say, how much do you currently have saved up? And because my requirement's 3%, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we require 3%. So how close can you get to that? These are the words. I would use these exact words. This would be my script. This is what I would say. We're happy to work with you guys on that situation. How much do you currently have saved up? I mean, normally we require 3%. So how close can you get to that? I would memorize that phrasing because this is not the last time you will talk to a customer with no down payment.
Mm-hmm.
Ty, you ever found a customer with no down payment or not enough down payment?
Yeah.
Brady, you ever had a customer with no down payment or not enough down payment?
Yep.
Many times? Ty?
Yep.
Many times,
Yeah.
Brady? John,
Yep.
many times for you?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's the
so
one that Brady dealt with last night. Didn't have money for the down payment.
so if we know this is just going to keep happening, I feel like, how many of you guys have played golf?
Oh, yeah.
How many of you guys are aware of the game of golf, Natalia? She's like, not raising my hand. Okay, you're aware of the game of golf, at least. In golf, when you have a par five, that's a long hole, Natalia. It's a long distance between the tee box and the hole. Do you tee off with your putter or your sand wedge?
No.
What do you tee off with?
That Callaway's Paradigm Smoke.
A driver. A
Yeah,
driver
driver,
is the answer. There's a specific club that's made for the drive, right? If you, a couple shots later, Brady, this is typical of you, you end up in the sand trap.
Dude, come on now.
Brady needs to go bigger golf. They have for basketball.
You
Come on,
end up
dude.
in the sand trap. What do you do, Brady, in the sand trap?
Cry.
Do you use your driver again?
Look for the
No, I
girl.
usually cry and then I chip into the sand 3 times and then get out.
Right. You have something called a sand wedge, which is a specialty device used for a specialty situation, just like a driver, just like a putter, right? So when you have a specialty situation, this is a specialty situation that will repeat over and over and over again. And the specialty situation is this right here. I don't have the down payment. So you pull out your sand wedge, which is this, and you go in that specialty situation. This is the move that I use. Does that make sense? New home sales
Yes.
training tip right here for you. Use the sand wedge. And you pull out this phrase and you go, we're super happy to work with you guys on that situation. How much do you currently have saved up? Because normally, as I explained, we require 3%. So how close can you get to that? And they're going to say something Customer is going to say, well, usually they look at each other like with this blank stare and kind of blink for a couple seconds because neither of them like wants to say it, or, it's kind of an embarrassment sometimes for people or whatever. Well, I have nothing, or, I have $500, right? So they say some number, whatever, fill in the blank, whatever the number is, they're going to say a number. I have however many bucks, and your response is great. And since we are looking at building, how much could you add to that deposit each pay period? That's my question to them. Well, that's great. Okay, 500, great. And since we're going to build, how much could you add to that deposit each pay period so we could increase the deposit amount? Because we're going to spend 300 grand for you in your name with your selections. So how much are you guys able to do each pay period every 2 weeks or once a month as we build? And they're going to say, customer is going to say, I can do per 2 weeks. And you're going to say, what do you think you're going to say? Great. If we are able, this is the most important part right here. Great. Well, if we're able to do that for you, even though you don't have the whole deposit, would you guys be ready to move forward? This is what we call a circular close, right? I am assumptively closing on them, and it's a circular close. Because if they say yes, then I'm going to be like, great, what home site are we doing it on? And I'm going to just write it up. But I'm going to then say, okay, we've put it all together. I've taken the deposit. Just write the contract and then let them know I'm going to take this to my manager and see if I can get this approved for you. But I want to be able to tell him you said you're ready to go if we'll do it. And just write it up. Does that make sense? So if the customer says yes, then you're going to say, great. And then you're going to go write the contract contingent on their deposit amount. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
That's how I would handle that situation. Now, if it's on a market home, right, and it's already 100% complete, same thing, right? It's like, but maybe there's not time for additional deposits. So it's like, what's the closest you can get? You want to get as much money from them as you can because you want it to be painful for them to back out of the deal. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That is your new home sales training moment of the day, Natalia.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes. That was a great question. And you will run into this over and over and over again. So the I don't have enough down payment customer will keep coming. So what are the things you can take away from this? I need to
Particularly in our,
know. Go ahead, John.
let's say, particularly in our Bronze Series type customers.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And what are the things that I need to know, Natalia? I need to know what is the lowest price in every neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
and what that payment is with the smallest down payment amounts. I would figure out what FHA is and USDA. USDA is harder to qualify for than FHA. So I would figure it out for both in every community. And then the second takeaway is use this scripting to do a circular close to get them to commit. If I can do your low down payment, are you going to move forward? And then move them forward.
Cool.
And yes, I absolutely would invite them in for a price out, 100%. You may, to get these guys back on off the, kind of ignoring you side of things, I would send them a text that says, hey, because they kind of told you they have a down payment problem, right?
Yeah, and they actually circled back to Eden this morning, so we're just now getting them to talking. So this is all really fresh.
Yeah, so I would circle back to them and just say, hey, I have great news for you. Can you give me a call?
Mm-hmm.
I love the hey, I have great news text. Because and be vague and don't tell them what it is. Can you call me? I have great news. Holler when you're free.
Yeah.
That is that's kind of a sneaky super move to get people to call you. It's so vague, but who doesn't love great news?
Everyone loves it.
Pessimists.
I have great news. Holler. I sent this to Brady the other day. I was like, hey, I have great news. Holler at me. And then he hollered, and I was like, can I text you a picture of this rash on Jordan's thigh? I'm concerned about it. So
That didn't happen, by
but
the
it
way.
it got him to call me. So I mean,
No, it didn't. No, it did not.
I'm just kidding. But that's the move, guys. And we'll dive into some more of this next time. But for now, I got to jump into my next meeting. Appreciate you guys. And John, did you get those transparencies ordered yet? That Amazon link I gave you?
No, I must have missed that link, but I get it ordered here in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I threw it on the agenda, or if you guys have an Office Depot or something close by, you can probably
Which agenda? This one?
on the Flint Rock Wednesday agenda.
On the huddle. Okay. All right. Yeah, I've got it right here. So all right, I'll do it right now because Jeff's got them printed off. So I'll just get those transparencies ordered.
Cool. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Peace out, y'all.